Indeed, the respect of human rights is the bottom line under which no responsible politician should go. The risk would be undermining the foundations on which European democracies are built. It would be betraying the values we proclaim. Furthermore, let me also note with great satisfaction and joy the release from prison of our honourable member of PACE, Grigor Petrenko, former Vice President of European United Left, with thanks to our co-rapporteurs and all others who worked for his release from prison. This marks a victory for democracy and the human rights movement.
So I call Mr. Stefan Schenak from Austria on behalf of the Socialist Group.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, President. I would like to thank our rapporteur. In her report, I believe that she has really put her finger on the open wounds that we have in Europe at the moment. Sometimes there are good things to report. The intervention in Moldova, which is led to a situation that Grigor Petrenko has been released from prison but not into freedom. He's under house arrest still, and that 17 political prisoners in Azerbaijan have been released either through intervention of the president or through the courts, and also that on the list of Amnesty International we've only got 7 political prisoners now on that list. In other words, there are defeats sometimes, but we also see there is progress as well. So I think it's very important. We wouldn't have believed that we would be talking about the implementation of human rights. This is a very serious situation that we've got to come back to defend this.
Andrei Junko from Germany on behalf of the United Left.
Thank you very much, President. Thank you. I, too, would like to congratulate our rapporteur for having picked out the most salient points, the most important points, and addressed them in her report. And I think if we look at the agenda, we're talking about, it's called a progress report, activities of the Assembly, and we deal with human rights, the rule of law, and we have developed them. We are attempting to develop them, further and further. But unfortunately, we have to see, and as you said, President, we've seen that in very important areas there have been a certain retreat. There's been a step backwards from that. This is what we've had to see in the last few months. Mr. Schenak also spoke of this too in what he said. You also referred to the situation of the political prisoners, and also was able to visit Petrenko in Moldova, who is no longer in prison but is nonetheless under house arrest, and I think we should deal with that. And also in Ukraine there's the Savchenko case, as we spoke about this, but I would also like to refer to the journalists in Ukraine. 12 but to 15 years, they're threatened with 12 to 15 years of imprisonment because they've spoken out against this conflict, the war in Ukraine. I think we should cover all of them. We're also talking about a campaign out of fear. We do need a new campaign against fear because people in Europe are increasingly fearful, and I wanted to make this point. Thank you.